I'm going to start with a really hard question.
Great.
What's your name and where do you work and what do you do?
Oh, Melissa, I love it. So my name is Harvey Ma. I currently work for Sam's Club Member Access Platform, or MAP as an acronym. And I have been here for almost 6 glorious months.
First real question is going to be a good one because if you've been there 6 months, maybe you're a pro. Pitch your retail media network. What is unique about Sam's Club and why will brands want to buy in 2025?
Oh, that's a good one. So retail media has become such a blanketed term. And there are so many of them. In fact, the last panel I was on, someone said 252 different retail. I mean, I can't even keep track anymore. It feels like every day, every month, every week, there's something new. There's really something cool about Sam's Club Map, though. If you start thinking about just it's member deterministic, meaning that you don't have to extrapolate for really anything because from a member behavior standpoint, we've got some really cool technology and you have to be a member to transact here. So what makes us really unique in that aspect is you know exactly what you're getting because that transparency is there. I don't have to extrapolate for people that don't have buzzword, traceable tender or untraceable tender, unidentified IDs. Really from a Sam's Club perspective, that's a very unique quality of a warehouse club. I'd say second, when I ask suppliers, customers, members, like, why do you shop within a club environment versus other retail channels? They say value, they say experience, they say trust, because you're paying a membership fee for us to deliver upon a really great experience for you. And so from a retail media perspective, the assets that we're bringing to market should have that same quality. So there should be value in the asset. There should be an experience that makes it fun to shop again. And the trust that we're going to deliver, what we say we're going to deliver, that separates us, I believe, from a lot of the retail media networks who are still very interested in selling advertising or search terms.
I think I'm sold. So, all right. This is a good question. And it's something where I hope a brand will hear this and they'll do it, or a holding agency. Describe the best case study of 2025. If you're a brand or a holdco representing a brand, what would be a case study that would be interesting for them to do?
Kind of a loaded question, so I'm going to give you kind of a loaded answer.
Okay.
Singular case studies highlighting singular campaigns, in our belief, don't tell the whole story. If you think about how advertising should work, it's a longitudinal journey over time. And we talk about things like ROAS not being the greatest metric for success. We hear it over and over again. In fact, at CES, it's like the buzz right now. ROAS is should not be the determining factor for success. So best case study probably is something that measures the course of a customer's journey or a member's journey over the course of time. So another buzzword, lifetime value could be a great one. But I think case studies that start stitching together various aspects of a member journey, customer journey, from top of funnel all the way down to conversion, those usually will be predicators for success, not just for that singular campaign, but over the course of the long run.
Okay, we're going to find a brand this year that's going to do that with us.
We can and we will.
Next question is, what is your favorite unique metric and why?
The one that has popped in the most recent asset that we developed, we have this really cool new ad product called Scan and Go. And so Scan and Go was developed to help create frictionless member checkout. So you can either scan your items as you go, hence the name, or you can gather all of them in your basket, scan at the same time, or we see family members and friends throwing things into the cart and you can kind of scan it as you please. The greatest part is through our exit technology, you just simply walk out. Now here's the beauty of advertising comes in. You throw an advertising experience within that. We've been measuring this metric that has been really increasingly popular for us, which is incremental reach. So we found out just recently that 71% of members engaging with our Scan and Go ads were incremental in reach. What that means for us is that more than likely, they weren't ever engaging with any other assets that we were doing, despite our best efforts. This is a really cool thing for advertisers to take advantage of because now we talk about incrementality. It might not be conversion, but you're actually reaching new people, new members in the way that you want to.
That's awesome. So it's hardware and it scans the products.
It is software embedded in the hardware. So Scan and Go is available in all of our clubs, but you pull up the app experience, and as you are shopping, you scan the barcode, and then you go. And through our exit technology, it literally just creates frictionless, seamless shopping for you in the club environment.
All right, I'm going to have to check that out. All right, so last question. What should brands know about the trends on your platform heading into 2025?
There are a few focus areas that we're absolutely prioritizing as table stakes. So the in-club experience is something I talked about, which is creating that experience that only a club channel should be able to do. So not just seeing an ad or not just clicking on something digitally, but being able to experience that in and around a club. So things like we have an omni experience asset, which could start as simple as a food truck parked in the front of a club, but the ability to measure that and to say, that member actually tried that item, and because of that, they actually converted inside of a club. That's just one example of what we're calling in-club experiences, which will come to life in a much bigger way. The second we touched on, which is member deterministic data. So we are very passionate about being transparent in terms of the end-to-end member journey, not just what they're doing inside of a club with an ad, but their entire life cycle. So all the services and things that we offer through Sam's Club, those are the kind of things that we want to provide a whole 360 member journey around using what we call member deterministic, nothing extrapolated, nothing aggregated. Now I'd say the third is still improving technology. So the theme of this show, we've got to figure out ways to reduce human error and manual intervention. And so that's where buzzwords like Gen AI and machine learning and things start to come into play. Is not to replace human being, it's to augment their behavior to make us smarter, more efficient, and move faster.
Awesome. Well, you talked about a lot of unique things that I haven't heard about with other retail media networks, which makes you unique and innovative, I think. So
we hope so.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks so much. Have a great CES and Happy New Year for 2025.
Thank you for having me, Melissa. Nice to talk to you again.
You too.